It's time for In the Zone, sponsored by Academy Sports and Outdoor, Andrews Heating and Air Conditioning, Menards, Subway, Terre Haute Savings Bank, and Wabash Valley Sports. Now with the best gridiron show in the Wabash Valley, Rick Semler and Casey Miller.
Good evening and welcome to In the Zone. The weather tonight was much hotter this week than during week one, and the action on the field just as hot as well. With highlights from 12 games for you.
We have a lot of big rivalry showdowns, Linton and Sullivan, as well as North Vermilion, South Vermilion, Terre Haute North, Terre Haute South, and Northview, all looking for their first wins of the season, and the regular season kicked off in Illinois. We have highlights from the land of Lincoln.
We'll start with one of our rivalry games with 1A second-ranked Linton taking on Sullivan. Miners head coach Brian Oliver told me during the first 4 weeks of the season his team would really be put to the test. Well, coaches Miners passed their first test with flying colors last week, crushing Speedway. So the big question, could the 2A Arrows slow down the mighty Miners? These two rivals collided in Sullivan. Arrows student section, awesome. They had a whiteout going on. Last season, Arrows star QB Trey Powell threw just 3 interceptions on the tip pass. Linton's Kendall Williams is there for the pick 6. He races 50 yards to the house. 6 plays in, and the ranked Miners go up 7-0. Trey Powell is too good of a player to let that bother him. He bounces back like good players do. Powell hits Dakota Caton in stride for a 69-yard touchdown. We have a tied ball game at 7. Second quarter, Linton ball. Tyler Muir on the QB keeper. He finds daylight, and this guy's like Usain Bolt. Once he gets in the open field, no one's catching him. Miners up a touchdown. Less than a minute to play in the first half. Huge defensive play by Sullivan linebacker Wes Bedwell with the INT. Arrows making this a game, down just 14-7 at the half. I don't know what the halftime speech was by Miners head coach Brian Oliver, but whatever he told his team, they got the message. Third quarter, Muir, one of his 4 touchdowns in the game. Muir is so good with his feet, you forget he can hurt you with his arm. He fires a 28-yard TD strike to Keaton Cox. Nice job by Cox of bouncing off the tacklers and going into the end zone. All Linton in the second half. They outscore Sullivan by 34 after the break to win 48-7. Miners have now won 6 of 7 against their rivals.
We came out flat and it showed. We only put up 14 points on the board. We gave up a big play to Dakota Caton. He's a good player. But we went into halftime. They put a little fire in our butts. We came out and played our game.
You got bragging rights for another year. You go out there. This is our 99th meeting against Sullivan. The seniors go out 3-1. That's a big accomplishment for the seniors.
And Terre Haute North doesn't want to hear anything about moral victories. The Patriots know they played well enough to knock off 5A 4th-ranked Castle last week, but fell short with just 8 seconds to go. The one thing we did learn about North, if they can play as well as they did in their season opener all year long, then they could be a very dangerous team. The Patriots hosted Plainfield tonight. Both teams entered this game ranked 10th in the 5A polls. Second quarter pass complete across the middle to Dante Keys, but Sean Haypenny lays
That's why I
him
didn't play
out.
football.
A big
Right there.
hit. Quite the hit. Plainfield still driving, though. Ben Slayton steps back in the pocket and heaves it down the sideline, caught by Keys for the Quaker touchdown. Plainfield builds a pretty big lead in that first half. To the second half now on the kickoff, Nathan Barrett starts out slow and he finds a seam, breaks this one across midfield to give the Patriots great field position here. Later in the corner, Nick Barrett, he scrambles in the pocket. He's going to lob a soft pass to Nathan in the end zone. That's a Barrett to Barrett touchdown. This one would not get it done for Terre Haute North. They lose to Plainfield tonight 45-20. In a tough road game for Terre Haute South, they were at 4A 4th-ranked Evansville Rights. On the first play from scrimmage, Evan Steppe rolls out and he goes downfield. This ball picked off by Joey Diekman and possession goes over to Rights. On that next possession here, this handoff to Dejon Sargent. He finds a hole and he is into the end zone. That makes it 7-0 Panthers. South ball now, Keontae Smith will take the handoff here. He breaks away and that's going to be good for a Braves first down, but they're forced to punt this ball away. Wright's back with it now. Reed Mahan back to pass, and he hits Isaiah Dunham in the back corner for the Panthers touchdown. The Braves trail after that, but Terre Haute South comes up big later in this game. The Braves secure the win tonight, 34-13.
We got that backwards. Actually, Evansville Rights won the game tonight, 34-13. Braves put up a fight, but they come up short against a very good Wrights ball club. We've checked in on Terre Haute North and Terre Haute South. After the break, we'll let you know how West Vigo did.
And we'll also make stops at Rockville, Turkey Run, Riverton Park, North Davies, and Washington when In the Zone returns.